Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Online, can you hear me? Am I audible? Online peoples. Can you hear me, guys? Right. Good evening, Chinmay. Right. Good evening, guys. It's okay. So let's start. Let's continue. So yesterday we completed date command, right? So today we are going to discuss about time date CTL. Time date CTL is a new command. So they introduced to us from RHEL 7.0 onwards. Got it, guys? In 7.0, in 8.0, as well as in 9.0 versions, we'll have time date CTL command to manage the time and date into our operating system, right? So how we need to manage the time and date into our operating system using new command called time date CTL, we'll discuss now, okay? Yes, good evening. Yes, thank you, Srinivas. So he's saying happy Teachers Day. Thank you, guys. So let's start. Guys, already I have the snapshot, right? I'm going to reset what we did yesterday. Everything I'm going to reset, right? So how to take the snapshot already, you know, yesterday we discussed, right? Go to here. You'll have the snapshot, take snapshot. That's it. Already I have the snapshot because of that reason I'm using the snapshot to start the operating system. Got it, guys? Snapshot means how we'll have the operating system at present situation. We are going to take one snap. For example, you are into Golconda, man, right? So you are going to take one picture, right? So why you are going to take the picture? For memory, right? So actually you need to watch the Golconda, and this, if you watch that picture, you can able to find, okay, that at the time before 2 days we are into Golconda, like that, right? Like the same way here also, while you are trying to installing the operating system, how will have the like environment, the same environment we are trying to capturing snapshot, right? We are doing some modification. We are executing few commands. So again, we need to uninstall those old stuff. Again, we need to remove those all the files and directories, right? Instead of doing like that, we are going to reset the snap. If you resetting the snap, what will happen? How you'll have the previous operating system before 2 days, like the same way you're going to get. I hope you got it, guys. For practice purpose, better to take the snapshot, okay? Yeah, thank you, Chinmay, right? So can we continue, guys? So we are going to discuss about time date CTL command. Time date CTL. So how to open the terminal, how we need to work with the terminal, everything. I hope you're clear. Yesterday already we discussed, right? So guys, better to log in as a root user, because system date and time we are unable to modify with the help of normal user, right, guys? How we need to switch from student user to root user? Which command we need to use? Su command hyphen root, right? Then su hyphen also, it's enough. If you didn't provide any username, by default it will take root. Let's see, I'll show you. Su hyphen, I'm not providing any username, right? So in username we'll have empty, right? There is no username, right? By default it will take root. Okay, so if you didn't provide any username, so maybe here instead of root, right, we are providing empty space here. There is no username. By default it will take root, right, guys? Okay, so now time date CTL means time date control. Very good, guys. Chinmay and then Ajit Kumar. Good. So time date CTL is a command. Time date CTL. Time date CTL means time date control. Time date control. Then hit enter. Okay, it's showing synchronizing. Usually it should not show 1 minute. Actually, while I'm trying to taking the snapshot at the time we got a one mistake, reboot it, it should not synchronize. Okay, if it is synchronizing, we are unable to change the system date and time because here we doesn't have any NTP server, right? So just, I think it got created one bug while you are trying to taking the snapshot, reboot it, it is going to fix automatically, right? Got it, guys? So let it reboot. And so let's try to start about the time date CTL command. So we are going to discuss about time date CTL command. So time date CTL, how we'll have the date command in older versions like the same way. So we'll have new command called time date CTL from 7.0 onwards. Right, guys? So in going forward, we are going to discuss about first process ID at the time, so you can able to understand why exactly time date CTL. Time date CTL, system CTL, like this new commands they introduced to us from 7.0 onwards. Right, guys? Why they introduced to us time date CTL, system CTL like this command? So we are going to discuss in future. Okay. So we have one concept called operating system process management. At the time, you can able to understand. Right? At present, focus on basic commands. That's it. Right? So always right, it is going to synchronize with the NTP server because according to your time zone, maybe if you're trying to launching the instance into North Virginia, according to that North Virginia time zone, you're going to get the by default time and date. If you doesn't have the proper time synchronization, you are unable to access the service system automatically. So they are going while you're trying to launching the instance at the time. So they define the time zones and those all stuff. It is going to synchronize with that. Right? Okay. So let's see here. Time date CTL is a command. If the NTP server, if it is on, you are unable to modify the time and date, remember. Got it. So because of that reason, we are into very basics, right? So better to install the operating system into your laptop. Got it, guys? Then you are going to get one idea. So exactly what we are doing. So what kind of command we are executing. So after getting some experience, right, then you can use EC2 instances and Azure virtual machines, GCP virtual machines, whatever it is. That is my suggestion. Maybe if you doesn't have the proper configuration laptop, no need to bother. Use EC2 instances. Maximum all the commands we can able to execute. Right? Okay. So log in as a root user. Right? Then let's see, guys, here. Time date CTL. Guys, please switch off your mobiles. So still it is showing synchronization only. I'll do one thing. First of all, I will keep my mobile into silent mode. So no need to bother, guys. Okay. So now let's see here. System time and date. So today, so Tuesday, 20, 23, 9:05, time 4:23 IST. IST means Indian Standard Time, right? IST, Indian Standard Time. UTC means Universal Timing Conversion. UTC, Universal Timing Conversion. Throughout world, we'll have one unique time that is called UTC. With the help of UTC, we are trying to communicating. So from India to some different country like that. Okay. And what is RTC? So it's not RTC bus, guys. Okay. So RTC means real time clock. Right, guys? RTC means real time clock. RTC, real time clock. It's a BIOS time. In our laptop, we'll have the BIOS, right? So basic input output system, right? Inside the BIOS, we'll have one time that is called RTC, real time clock. RTC stands for, right? And this is time zone. It's a time zone according to India, Asia, Kolkata, right, guys? Asia, Kolkata. NTP you'll have S, but it's saying it's synchronizing. If it is really synchronized, we are unable to change the system date and time, but it's showing like that. So we doesn't have any NTP server. We didn't synchronize this machine with any NTP server. This is one standalone machine. That's it. Yesterday, we changed the time with the help of date command. So if it is possible means there is no NTC synchronization. If it is a synchronized with NTP server, we are unable to modify the system date and time, remember, in real time at all. Got it, guys? Right. So usually we'll have no, but some bug, I think it got created because of the reason showing yes. RTC local time zone, No need to provide any local time zone for RTC. DST stands for day sunlight time. Day sunlight time. We doesn't have for this time zone. NA. Got it, guys? So few time zones having day sunlight times also. Day sunlight time. DST. Okay. Right, guys. Now we need to change the system date and time using time date CTL. So it's possible. Yes, it's possible. How we change the system date and time yesterday with the help of date command. Like the same way, we are going to modify the system date and time with the help of time date CTL command. Right, guys? And one small shortcut I will tell you. So time, right? Guys, no need to type entire word time date CTL. Just type half of the command, use tab. Time D tab. Automatically, you're going to get the time date CTL. Single tab. Type of command. Don't type the commands manually. While you try to typing the commands, if you get the typo mistakes unnecessary, you're going to get the rush. So because of that reason, to avoid the errors, use single tab. Type half of the command and use tab. Automatically, you're going to get the full command, right? And one more small logic, see guys. So we type time command, use two tabs, time related all the commands it is going to list. Time word related all commands it will list. I hope you got it, guys, right? We need time date CTL, right? Time D, just tab, that's it. You're going to get the time date CTL directly. So no need to type remaining command, just half command you need to type and then use tab. Automatically you're going to get the fill command. I hope you got it, guys, right? Time date CTL set hyphen time is an option to set the time, to modify the time, right, guys? In our operating system, to modify the time, right, manually. So we are using time date CTL space set hyphen time is an option. Set hyphen time is an option. As usually, same syntax. What we used for date command, same syntax. YY, MM, DD, HH, MM, SS. Got it, guys? Years, year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds. So according to your requirement, you can modify the time and date. So for example, we are trying to providing, so 2023, 06. So something like this you can go, okay, according to your requirements. Okay, we are trying to modifying the time and date. See guys, time and date, it got changed. See guys, NTP, it became no now. Usually, if you're having NTPS, we are unable to change the system date and time, guys. Actually, it's not synchronizing. Just it's showing like that it got created one bug while I'm trying to taking the snap at the time. Right, guys? Okay. So clear? Yes, no. Who's that guy? Push that button. Huh? Let's see, guys. Yeah. Okay. So time date CTL set hyphen time and then year, month, date, hours, minutes, and seconds. Guys, if you need to change only date, then you can give only date. No need to bother about time. If you need to change only time, no need to bother about date. Only time you can. Only time you can give. Got it, guys? Right. So now, how to change the system date and time with the help of time date CTL? I hope you're clear. Right? Can we able to change time zone? Yes, we can able to change the time zone also. Right? So first of all, how many time zones will have we need to Maybe few commands are same, Srinivas, not all. Windows is a totally different. Got it? Windows is a totally different. In Mac, we can able to execute few commands because in Mac we'll have bash. So Mac also it's inspired by Unix. Okay. Like Linux, how we'll have from Unix, like the same way Mac also will have, right? So because of that reason, we can able to execute few basic commands into Mac, but not into Windows. Windows is a totally different. I said not day one itself only. Windows file system is a different. Linux file system is a different. Windows file system, it won't support for Linux. Linux file system, it won't support for Windows. Clear? Only hardly one or two commands that will support. That's it. Right, guys? Okay. So let's see, guys, here. Now we are trying to changing the time zone. First of all, how to list the time zone, right? Time, date, CTL, list hyphen time zones. List hyphen time zones, then enter. Then you are going to get all the time zones, guys. See here, you can navigate according to your requirement, right? So Q to quit from the time zones. We are back to terminal. If you execute the time date CTL command, it is going to provide all the time zones. You need to quit from that screen, the time zones. You should use Q to quit from the time zone. We are back to terminal. We got a prompt. Got it, guys? Now we have few time zones. According to our requirement, we are going to modify the time zone. So time date CTL set hyphen time zone is an option. So time date CTL set hyphen time zone, and you can give for practice any time zone. So if you want, you can give double quotes, or otherwise you can directly also you can give. It's not a problem. Okay, without double quotes. Okay, got it, guys? Then hit enter. Then hit enter. So now how to verify time date CTL? See, guys, time zone it got changed. Time zone it got changed. So I hope you're clear, guys. Yes, no, right. So like this, you can modify the time and date with the help of time date CTL. Then if you need options, all the options related to time date CTL, use two tabs. Then you're going to get the options related to time date CTL. So list time zones, set NTP, set time zone, set local RTC, set time, and status. Status means same output only we are going to get. If you want to can execute time date CTL, if you want to can execute time date CTL, status both are same. Right, guys? So if you want to can enable the NTP server, for example, assume this, we have the NTP server into our organization. This mission, we are trying to considering as a client. This client mission, we are trying to attaching to the NTP server. First of all, we need to edit one configuration file related to NTP server, guys. Okay. So after editing the configuration file, we need to synchronize this client with NTP server. How we need to synchronize? This is a command, guys, we need to use. Time date CTL, right? Time date CTL, right? Set hyphen NTP true. If you execute this command, so if you configure the proper NTP server, this mission through network, it is going to synchronize with the NTP server. Automatically, you are going to get the time and date from the NTP server. I hope you got it, guys, right? So if you need not to synchronize, use false, then it is going to. So this action, it's not in because it doesn't have any NTP servers and those all stuff, right? Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Yes, no. So this is all about time date CTL. Time date CTL. So next command is ID. Another command, guys. ID is a command to know the identifications numbers of users. User identification number, group identification number, it will print. Simple, man. In our class, we'll have more than 100 peoples, right? So each and every guy, how they are going to identify by management with the help of ID card, right? Like the same way, each and every user into our operating system, So it having few identification numbers. With the help of ID command, we can able to identify the user IDs and group IDs of particular user. Got it, guys? ID is a command. You need to provide the username. For example, student is a user will have. See, this is student user ID and this is student group ID, GID. UID means user ID, guys. GID means group ID. No need to bother. While we are discussing about user management concept, at the time, I'll provide the information about user IDs and group IDs. Why we'll have 1,000 here and those all stuff. Got it, guys? To know the identification numbers, we are going to use ID command. ID, for example, U1. What happened? No such a user. No such a user means U1 user we doesn't have into our operating system. With the help of ID command, easily we can able to identify whether the user is available or not into our operating system. I hope you got it, guys. So ID, usually what is the use of ID command? To know the user IDs and group IDs of particular user. Got it, guys? To know the user IDs and group IDs. Right. TTY is a command. TTY is a command to know the terminal number. So this is one terminal, right? Guys, can we able to open the multiple terminals? Yes, we can, guys. Let's see here. It's not like this. We need to open only one terminal. We can able to open the multiple terminals. See. So maybe if you are trying to working with multiple terminals into real-time environment, right? So you'll have some confusion. So you need to know the terminal number in which terminal you are in, right? So execute TTY command. So TTY is a command. So we are going to get the terminal number, right, guys? So TTY is a command. See, DVPTS1. This is DVPTS2. And this is DVPTS3. So like this, we can able to print the terminal number with the help of TTY command. So TTY is a command to know the terminal number. Who am I? Don't say Imran, okay? So I'm Imran, I know, okay? Who am I? It will print login username. We log in as a root user. It will print the username. Exit from root. We are back to student. Execute who am I? I hope you got it, guys. With the help of who am I command, we can able to get the login username. Okay. So who space am space I. It will show you along with the terminal number, time and date also. Past how many minutes we are using past. So those all stuff we can able to find. So student is a user. So it's login into PTS0 terminal. So I hope you got it, guys. So about who am I command. Who am I means it is going to print the login username, right? So those all basic, very basic commands, guys. So how to change the system time and date, then how to know the terminal number, how to know the kernel version, how to know the shell version, how to know the shell environment, and those also very basic commands. So usually we are into very initial stage. Because of that reason, we are trying to interacting with our operating system. Now you know how to open the operating system, how we need to log in, then how we need to interact with our operating system. Those all very basic commands. Now we are going to start little bit advanced, little bit. How to create the files, how to create the directories, how to copy the files and directories, right, guys? How we need to manage the files, how to delete the files, those all stuff we are going to discuss now. So we have different commands to create the files we are going to discuss now. Got it, guys? Right. So please focus on it from now onwards. Do you know about cat, guys? Cat, C-A-T, cat. So what is the use of cat command? Cat. So what is the use of cat command? Tell me guys, maybe if it is a right answer, if it may be wrong answer, there is no issues. Yes, guys. So what content will have inside the file, we can able to print the content. Very good. Apart from that, so what is the use of cat command? We can able to create the files also. Very good. Assess, right. Yes, guys. 99% peoples, what they are going to give the answer in the sense. Very good, Chinmay. Okay. So I think like you already attend my sessions before. I understand. Okay. So guys, most of the people, cat means to create the files. Cat means to create the file, to print the file content. Okay. Right. We can accept. There is no issues. But exactly what is the use of cat command? Cat exactly what it will do. Most of the people, they have some confusion there. Cat will form concatenation. What is the use of cat command? To concatenate the files. And it will print the standard output. Let's see. I'm not saying system, it's saying like that. Man is a command. We are going to get the manual page of cat. See guys, read this. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll copy and paste it here. Right? See guys, what is the use of cat command? Concatenate files and print on the standard output. I hope you got it, guys. What happened, man? So if you're using dollar means we are trying to executing the command with the normal user. If you're using hash, if you're having hash means you are trying to executing the command with root user. That's it, now. I think yesterday you only asked the same question, right? So I said clearly yesterday also I have explained you, right? So dollar means normal user, hash means root user. If you having dollar sign while we are trying to discussing the session, if I keep the dollar sign means we can able to execute that command with the normal user. I think while we are discussing about date command at the time, same question you asked. Yes, no. Who's that guy? Sanidin, right? Okay. Reads data from the file and then gives the content of as output. Very good. That is what I'm saying. Right? So what is concatenation? Concatenation means, so we are trying to merging two or more files data into one file. That is called concatenation. For example, let's see. Guys, try to understand, learn properly. Got it? I say touch बोले तो फाइल बनाने के लिए, cat बोले तो फाइल बनाने के लिए. So this is not good for our health. Okay. So clear? Let's see here. Assume this, we have one file called file1. Guys, it's not like this. You can use any name. So I'm a boring guy. Because of that reason, I'm using file1 for files, file1 for directories, dir1, like that names. You can use any name. It's not like this. You need to create file1. You can create Chinnu file. You can create Munnu file, whatever if you want, you can create. Got it, guys? File1 having the data call hello. Right, guys? And we have one more file called file2. Right? So we have one more file called file2. This file2 having the content called hi. So at present, how many files will have? Two files will have, right? File1 and file2. File1 having hello content, file2 having hi content. Now what we are doing in the sense, we are trying to merging those both the files content into another file, right? That is called concatenation. Concatenation, right? So let's see guys here. This is file1 and it's a file2. We are trying to concatenating those both the files into one more file called file3. Got it, guys? Inside the file, we are trying to merging those both the data, both the files data. So file 1 data and then file 2's data. This is called concatenation. Apart from concatenation, you can create the file, you can append the file, you can print the content of the file, right guys? Apart from concatenation, you can concatenate also, right? But remember, we are unable to edit the file with the help of cat command. We are unable to modify the content of the file, remember. So if you want, you can make a note. With the help of cat command, we can concatenate the file. We can print the content of the file, right? We can able to create the file and we can able to append the file. But we are unable to modify the file content. In note, you can mention we are unable to modify the file content using cat command. We are unable to edit the file content using cat command. We can append, guys. Appending is different, editing is different. Remember, I'll tell you now. Right? So let's see, guys, here. First, we'll do one thing according to this diagram. So we are going to create the files. Right, guys? 3 files we'll have now, right? First, we are going to create 2 files, file 1 and file 2. Now we are trying to creating file 1 using cat command. So let's see, guys, here. Cat is a command, space. You need to provide the space, guys. Space greater than. I'll tell you what is greater than, don't worry. Not now, maybe after 2 days. We have one concept called redirectors, member channels. At the time, I will tell you what is exactly greater than, what is less than, and what is double greater than, what is 2 greater than. Everything we'll discuss, don't worry. Right, guys? At present, focus on it, cat command. Cat space greater than file name. For example, file name to create a file. Guys, don't write in terminal to create a file like that. Cat less than file name is enough. Then hit enter. Don't write. For your understanding purpose, I'm writing here one small short description here. Got it, guys? Then hit enter, right? Then hit enter. The cursor, it is waiting. So we need to provide the content of the file. So we are providing hello as a content. Then hit enter. We need to save the content. CTRL plus D is a shortcut to save. Simple, man. Cat space greater than file name, then hit enter. According to your requirement, you can provide the content inside the file, right? Then hit enter, Control T to save the file. Now, file 1, it got created successfully. Got it, guys? Right. How to create the file using cat command, I hope you're clear, right? Next, how to append the content of the file. Appending means we are trying to adding few new content into end of the line. That is called appending. We are adding new content into end of the line, end of the page. So this is one file, right? Already we'll have hello. So now we are trying to appending, means we are adding one more word called how into end of the file. That is called appending. How to append? Let's see, guys, here. It's not we should not call editing, modification in those also. We need to call append here, right? So cat space double greater than file 1, same existing file name, to append a file. Then we are adding how, then same CTRL Control plus D to save. Simple, man. So like this, you can append the files. Now we need to print the file content. We need to know what kind of content we'll have inside the file one. Right, guys? If you're having CLI mode, how you are going to open the file? It's a bit difficult, right? So because of that reason, we need to print the content of the file. So how to print the content of the file? Cat less than file name to print the file. Then we'll have hello, then how. Both will have inside the file one. So guys, if you want, you can use this command also, cat file one. Both are same, right? Print the both are same, guys. Okay. Hello. Then how will have. So clear, guys? I hope you got it. Yes, no, right. Like this, you can create the file, you can append the file, you can print the file content. Now you need to give the answer. Now we are trying to creating file two, right? How we need to create the file two? Yes, guys. Online. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Only offline people they're giving answer. I'm not getting any reply from online. Please, guys, respond. Even if you know, if you don't know, there is no issues, but you need to interact. Then only you can able to get the subject. Otherwise, bit difficult, right? Okay. Very good. Asset, right? So now cat. Yes, guys. Cat greater than what? So cat greater than file name, file two example, right? Then hi, then ctrl plus t to save the file. Guys, how many files will have as of now? Two files, right? File one and file two. Two files will have, right? Yes, no. How we need to know whether the two files will have or four files will have? ls is a command. Better to give -l. It will provide the long list along with the properties. We are going to get timestamp and those all stuff we'll get. ls-l is a command. It will list out the directory content. Actually, those files we are going to create into one directory, right? One folder, right? That's it now. Always files we are going to create inside the folder. Inside the folder, how many files, how many again folders will have, we need to know. In the sense we are going to use ls-l. ls is enough, but if you're providing -l, it will provide the properties. Got it, guys? Two files will have, file one and file two. It is going to list the directory content. ls command, what it is going to do? It is going to list the directory content. Don't worry, I'll teach you separately about ls. We'll have the multiple options. So we are going to discuss, not now, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, right? So I hope you got it, guys. Clear, right? So now two files will have. Now, how we need to concatenate those both the files into another file? Cat space file one space file two greater than file three. Got it, guys? File one data and file two data, we are copying into file three. We are concatenating into file three. Automatically file three it will create, no need to create. You check the list now. You're going to get how many files? Three files. One is file one, then file two, then file three. Got it, guys? Clear? Now, how we need to know the file three's data? Cat file three or cat less than file three, whatever if you want to can give. Very good, guys. Super. Right? Cat less than or cat file three directly can give file three. Then hello, then hi. No, how, and then hi. First we provided file one, right? So we'll get the file one's data and then we are going to get the file two's data. If you're providing first file two, then you're going to get the file two's data, then file one's data. So hello, how, file one data, hi is a file two data. Like this, we are going to use cat command to create the files, to concatenate the files. I hope you're clear, right? Okay. So don't think only we are going to discuss theoretical part. I'll show you practically now. Then you can able to understand very clearly. Now you need to give the answer. How we need to create the files with cat command. How we need to concatenate the files with cat command and those all stuff, right? So can we do, guys? Practically, we'll perform few practical session according to that you can able to understand. Okay. What is it? See, first of all, we are into very initial stage. Don't bother about deletion. Don't bother about like if you did the changes and those all stuff, right? At present, focus on cat command. Everything you're going to get clear. See, guys, our class duration 35 days. Entire 35 days class, I'm unable to teach into one session. Remember, first of all. And that too, management, they're saying those all demos. But even I'm not teaching any boring concept in demos also. Like my, right. So for example, so what is Linux and those all stuff, one day is enough. And next day onwards, I'm trying to teaching chapter wise for you peoples. Yes, no. First 6 chapters, it will take 10 days, right? Within a 10 days, you're going to understand exactly what we are doing. Don't need to bother Mr. Mahendra. Okay, clear? First of all, focus on it. We are into very initial stage. We are beginners. We are beginners now. Okay, so we need to become beginners to expert. Directly, we are unable to become experts. We need to struggle. First of all, we need to understand the concept. Clear, guys? Right. So let's see, guys, here. Everything you are going to know, don't worry. Right. So now, guys, what I'm doing in the sense for better understanding purpose, at present, we are into home student. We are going to switch from student to desktop. Inside the student, we'll have desktop directory. See, desktop documents, downloads, music, pictures, public templates and videos, and those all stuff will have, right? So see, guys, CD desktop, D should capital letter because Linux is a case sensitive. Got it, guys? D should capital letter, right? CD space desktop. Again, people, they are going to come to me tomorrow and they'll ask like this question, sir, I'm unable to switch to desktop because they are going to provide small d. You need to provide capital D, then only you can able to switch. CD is a command to switch to one directory to another directory. I'll show you practically about CD also. Don't worry. We are into desktop now. Let's check the PWD. We are into desktop. Home student desktop, guys. Now, if you're trying to creating the files and directories, those all the files and directories will be creating on top of the desktop. Then easily you can able to understand because we are into very initial stage. Okay. So after a few days, after 2 to 3 days, you no need to bother about like graphical user interface. At present, we are into very initial stage. Because of that reason, we are trying to creating the files on top of the desktop for understanding purpose. That's it. We are not going to use any graphical user interface here. Everything we are going to interact with the help of DUI, text user interface, right, guys? So now how to create the file? We are trying to creating the files on top of the desktop, right? Cat is a command. Cat is a command, space greater than, and file name, file1. Then hit enter, hello, then hit enter, control D to save the file. See, guys, if you observe, you got one file on top of the desktop. We got one file. If you open file1, see, you'll have. I hope you got it, guys, right? Okay, assume this. We don't have graphical user interface. This is only CLI. So forgot about background. So we are into CLI, text user interface. Now, how to know the content of the file one? How to know the content of the file one? Cat file1 are less than file1. Cat file1 also you can give. It's not a problem. I hope you got it, guys. Right? How to print the content of the file, right? How to know the content of the file. Then how we need to append. We need to add some content into the existing file, that to in end of the line, into end of the line. Cat space double greater than file1, then hit enter. Then we are trying to providing the content according to your requirement. You can give anything. And so how? Then hit enter, control D to save the file. Then let's check the content of the file one. Cat file1. See, guys, hello, how? Clear? I hope you got it. How to create the file, how to append the file, how we need to print the file content, right? Like the same way, we are trying to creating one more file. Cat file 2. Sorry guys, cat greater than file 2, right? Cat greater than file 2, then I. Control D to save the file. Control D to save the file. How many files we'll have as of now? 2 files. So if you want, you can check list on top of the desktop. We'll have 2 files, file 1 and then file 2. So file 1 having hello how, file 2 having hi. Now we are trying to concatenating those both the files data into another file. Cat file 1 space file 2 greater than file 3. Then check the list. See guys, automatically file 3 got created. See, if you open the file 3, you'll have hello how hi. Got it guys? Cat file 3. So got it guys? Guys, give me 1 minute. Right. So clear how to create the files with the help of cat command. Right. Next command, touch. Touch. Okay. So what is the use of touch command? You know very well. Huh? About touch. To create a file, right? Absolutely wrong. Right, guys? Really, it's wrong answer. It's a wrong answer, really. I don't know who's teaching to you people. I don't know who's teaching to 0 byte files also wrong answer, Mr. Mahendra. 0 byte files also wrong answer. Actually, what is the use of touch command? Huh? Yes, guys. What is the use of touch? To create the files, 0 byte files like this, people 90% they are going to edit the file. So this is a new answer, man. Mohammed, this is really, it's a new answer. Very good, Chenmai. I know you are my old student. I know. I know you are my old student, right? Right, guys. To change the timestamp of the file. What is timestamp? Very good. Super question, right? Used to create, change and modify the file. No, guys, you are unable to modify the file content using touch command. We can able to create only 0 byte files. That too, actually, it's not a right answer. 0 byte files we can create, but it's not a right answer. Got it? To change the timestamp of the file. Timestamp means file creation date and time. Today we are trying to creating the file now. The time and date we have for file, right? That is called timestamp. Guys, I'm not saying, okay? Right? So let's see here. Man, touch. See guys. What is the use of touch command? Got it? System, it's saying like that. So clear? 99% they don't know. Apart from my students. Okay. Got it, guys? So what is the use of touch command? To change the timestamp. Okay. So you're given few answers how to like create the multiple 0 byte files. First we'll discuss, then we'll change the timestamp. Got it, guys? So let's see here. How to create the multiple 0 byte files using touch command. Touch file names, right? For example, F1, F2, F3, F4, like this you can give, right? So multiple files according to your requirement you can give. So if you want, you can simplify the syntax. You can reduce your work. Instead of providing the file names individually, maybe you need to create 1, 2, 3 like this files. Use this regular expressions. For example, so K, open the brackets, 1 dot dot 4. Like this. Guys, here don't give 3 dots and 1 dot. We need to give only 2 dots. That is a syntax. So this is a regular expression we are going to use to create the multiple 0-byte files. 1 to 4, K1, K2, K3, K4, 20 to 30, K20, K21, K22, K23, K24, like this, K32. I hope you got it, guys, right? Okay, so first of all, we'll see how we need to create the multiple 0-byte files, and then we are going to change the timestamp, right? So let's see, guys, here. Touch is a command. For example, F1, F2, F3, F4. See, guys. F1, F2, F3, F4. Then minimize. Got it, guys? On top of the desktop, we'll have 0-byte files. How can you able to understand whether it is a 0-byte files or it having the content? See. Here we'll have 0. This is the size of your file, right? Touch, for example, K. Touch. Anything you can give, okay? Guys, please switch off your mobiles. So K, open the brackets and dot dot 4. K1, K2, K3, K4. Those are empty files. I hope you're clear. How we need to change the timestamp of the file. So let's see, guys. First of all, why we need to change the timestamp of the file? Yes, guys. Why we need to change the timestamp of the file? So for example, so we have few files. So maybe we created before 2 months, right? Then you are trying to updating today. Then what will happen? Automatically the timestamp it is going to change. But we need 2 months before timestamp only. At the time you are going to use. Using touch command, right? Syntax, let's see. Touch is a command. It's very useful for developers, guys, usually. Touch command, okay? So touch is a command. -D is an option to modify the time and date, right, guys? -D is option, right? You need to give the space, guys, in between touch and option, right? -D, same syntax. YY, DD, hours, minutes, and seconds. Then finally, to whom we need to change? File name we need to provide. File 1, file 2. So like this, you can give the file name. So it is going to modify the timestamp of your file. So clear, guys? Right. So let's see here. So let's check the list. So this is a timestamp, okay? Now we are trying to modifying the timestamp according to our requirement. Touch -D is option. So then you can give some different date and time, guys. Guys, I think we changed the system date and time before, because of the reason we are getting wrong date and time, okay? So you can give anything, for example, 20, 23, 03 or 0, something like, okay, 03, and then anything you can give. Finally, file name, for example, file. See, got it, guys? Like this, you can modify the file timestamp. So what is the use of touch command from now onwards? To change the timestamp of the file, right? Very good, guys. So that's it now, man. So I hope like you are not feeling bored. Yesterday, one guy, he said, right? Who's that guy? Only 45 minutes class he need. So next command, mkdir. Folder, right? In Windows terminology, we are going to call folder. Coming to Linux, we are going to call directory. That's it. mkdir, making directory. Same syntax what we use for touch command, same syntax you can use. For example, dir1, dir2, right? dir3, like this multiple directories you can create, right? If you want, you can use regular expression also. For example, d open the brackets 1 dot dot 4. Like this, you can create the directories. So how to create the directories? mkdir, dir1, dir2, dir3, any name you can give, okay? So now, if you want, you can check the list. See, folders, dir1, dir2, dir3, dir4, right? Then we are trying to creating few more directories, d1 dot dot, sorry, 1 dot dot 4. Let's check the list. See guys, d1, d2, d3. Guys, at present, remember, blue colors are directories, black colors are files. But it's not a right way to identify the files and directories. Tomorrow I will teach you how we need to identify the files and directories and those all stuff using few symbols, right? So at present, remember, blue colors are directories, black colors are files. No need to bother, no need to think about files and directories. Blindly remember now. Actually, it's not a right way. At present, we are into very initial stage. Because of that reason, remember, blue colors are directories, means folders. Black colors are files. Clear? Got it, guys? Right. Now, our intention is we need to create the files. We need to create the directories inside the directories. Mr. Oh, Mahendra, you said yesterday. Okay, no issues, Mahendra. Why you are taking that much of serious? Okay, no need to bother. Anyway, I'm going to continue 1.5 hours. Even if you are saying like 1 hour, if you are saying 2 hours, I'm going to take 1.5 hours. Got it? So no need to bother about timing and those all stuff, right? How we need to create the directories inside the directories? Change the directory and then we need to create the directory, right? So let's see, guys. Here, no need to do like this. Anta కష్టపడాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. Okay. So let's see, guys. Here, assume this is one directory. This is called L1 directory. Inside the L1, we are trying to creating L2, right, guys? Inside the L2, we are trying to creating L3, and then inside the L3, we are trying to creating L4. Okay, got it, guys? Clear? Good. I accepted, man. No issues. Okay. So let's see, guys. Like if you are trying to attend your friend's marriage or friend's functions, how you are going to give, how you are going to provide the gift to him? Actually, we are going to purchase only one small gift, but we are going to keep this gift into the very big box, right? Box, inside the box, one more box. In that box, one more box. So like this, usually we are going to pack the gift like the same way. One directory means one box. Inside the box, we are trying to creating one more box. Inside that box, we are parent and child directories. Right, guys? How we need to create? Let's see, guys, here. mkdir is a command. -p is an option. It's a mandatory. -p means parent. -p means parent. L1 is a directory. It's a parent directory. Inside the L1, /. Then L2. Inside the L2, /. L3. Inside the L3, L4. Like this, we are going to create. L1 having, guys, this -p is a mandatory. Without -p, you are unable to create, you are going to get the errors, right? So L1 having L2, L2 having L3, L3 having L4, right, guys? Let's see here. mkdir -p is an option. L1 having L2, L2 having L3, L3 having L4. Simple. Then see, guys, if you check the list, we can able to find only L1, right? Let's minimize this. See, guys, here we'll have L1. If you open L1, you'll have L2. If you open L2, you'll have L3. If you open L3, you'll have L4. And inside the L4, it doesn't have anything. I hope you got it, guys. Okay. Okay, if you're having the graphical user interface, it's a very easy, man. It's not a big deal. So we can able to open double click with the help of double click, we can able to open the directories. But if you're having CLI, then how you can able to know? మాట్లాడితే చేంజ్ చేయడమేనా? So let's see, guys, here. LS hyphen capital R is option. Capital R means recursively. Recursively. Recursively means, for example, we'll have a directory. Inside the directory, how many files and folders we'll have, it is going to print recursive. So LS hyphen capital R, then L1. See, guys, L1 having L2, L1, L2 having L3, L1, L2, L3 having L4, L1, L2, L3, L4 doesn't have anything. Right, guys? Apart from ls hyphen capital R, if you want to can use tree command also. But this tree command by default, we don't have into our RHEL 7.0, but 8.0 onwards, we'll have the tree command by default. Got it, guys? ls hyphen L means long list, man. It is going to print the properties along with the file name. Ajit Kumar. ls hyphen R means recursively. Right? So R, capital R, don't use small r. We need to use capital R. Capital R means recursively, right? Okay. So instead of ls hyphen R, if you want to can use tree also, but in 7.0 by default, we doesn't have tree command. So we'll have tree command from 8.0 onwards, but we can able to install. For demonstration purpose, I'm trying to installing the tree command. No need to bother about installation. We have one chapter called package management. At the time, I will teach you how to install. I'm installing tree command, but no need to bother about installation for you peoples, right? At present, no need to focus on it installation. We have one chapter called package management. How to install the packages chapter will have. At the time, I will teach you. Right? Entama? CD? Right, it got installed. We are back to student user. We are on top of the desktop now, right? Tree is a command. L1. See, now it will work. L1 having L2, L2 having L3, L3 having L4. It will print like as a one tree structure. Tree-like format, right? I hope you got it, guys. So you use tree command or ls hyphen capital R command. So to print the content of your directory recursive. Next, can we able to create the directories like this? Let's see here. For example, we'll have a directory called NIT. Don't ask what is NIT. So our institution name, right? So, and few people they're asking, sir, what is NIT? What is the use of NIT command like that? Okay, it's not a command. Yes, it's a name. Okay. So Linux is a one more directory, right? Inside the Linux, we are trying to creating two more directories, RHCSA and RHCE. Guys, it's not like this. You need to use same names. Use your friends' names, your family members' names, whatever if you want you can use, okay? So now we are trying to creating two more directories here, RSC, RSCSA and RSCE. Then one more directory inside the NIT. Windows. inside the Windows, MCSA, then MCSC. Got it, guys? Okay. So now again, we are trying to creating one more directory inside the NIT that is called anything you can use Oracle. In Oracle, we are trying to creating two more directories. SQL, PLSQL. Anything you can give, whatever if you want to can give, okay? MySQL ఇమ్మంటారా సరే మీరు అంతలా అడుగుతున్నారు కాబట్టి MySQL ఇస్తా ఓకే MySQL okay our SQL we doesn't have man only MySQL SQL will have our SQL your SQL like that courses we don't have okay so like this technologies actually that is application right okay how to create this tree structure can we be able to create this tree structure NIT is a parent directory guys inside the NIT we should have three directories Linux Windows Oracle in Linux again we need two directories in Windows we need two more directories in Oracle two more directories we need then how to create you know very well how to create those parent and child directories so if you're giving the answer I'll give the chocolate for you tomorrow only for offline not for online for online chocolate image okay got it guys yes how no phone pay and those all stuff I'm not going to encourage phone pay and then Google Pay okay I'll send the emoji here we'll have the chocolate emoji before itself only I have find okay then I'll share you don't worry okay then have the chocolate for online right yes guys how to create mkdir hyphen p very good mkdir hyphen p then nit okay slash open the flower brackets then Linux because we are trying to creating multiple directories inside the NIT not one if you are trying to creating one directory then forward slash is enough we need to use regular expression to create the multiple directories got it guys so NIT forward slash open the flower brackets means we need to open the regular expression here Linux inside the Linux forward slash again flower brackets because we need to create two directories right RHCSA comma RHCE close it so this part completed inside the NIT now we need to create this part simple separated with comma Windows slash no need Windows then MCSA and then MCSA comma Oracle SQL my SQL finally we need to close this parent flower bracket right yeah simple you need to give the chocolate to me huh? Got it guys because I have given the answer because of that reason you people you need to give the chocolate right tomorrow very good super right so let's see guys here login and then we are trying to creating it's a little bit lengthy command right because of that reason I'm going to maximize this mkdir hyphen p is a mandatory then NIT is a directory right? Inside the NIT, Linux. What happened, guys? Linux. Inside the Linux, sorry, RSCS, right? Can go. Windows, MCSA, comma, MCSC, Arcal. అబ్బాయి కంటే క్లాస్ ఉంది వేరేది అమ్మాయి ఎందుకు వెళ్ళింది క్లాస్ ఉంది అమ్మాయి కూడా ఆర్కల్ inside the Arcal SQL my SQL and check the list we'll get only NIT. Okay, let's see, minimize this, then NIT having 3 directories: Linux, Arcal, Windows. Guys, don't ask sir after Linux we should have Windows. Guys, it's providing like assigning order. Okay, so Linux having 2 directories, then again Arcal having 2 directories, again Windows having 2 directories, right? Okay, so now if you're having the CLI mode, then how we need to verify? ls hyphen capital R NIT, and you're going to get the list. NIT having 3 directories: Linux, Arcal, Windows. Linux having 2 directories: RSCS and RSE. RSCS and RSE doesn't have anything. Arcal having 2 directories: MySQL and SQL, and then Windows having 2 directories: MCS and MCS. Right? Tree also you can. Tree you can use. See, it will print the tree like format. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear how we need to create the directories inside the directories, right? Very good. Next command, cd, change directory. So I said chocolate, not lollipop. Okay, chocolate is a different, lollipop is a different. So cd is a command. Chocolate means it will be looking like this. I'll show you. So I think we'll have burger, there we'll have the chocolates. I find somewhere, man, I didn't remember in last class. Okay, so we'll see later. I'll copy. Yes, Mahendra, super. Right, that is called chocolate, right? So right, guys, cd is a command to change the directory. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. I think only 2 minutes we'll have, right? So if you're having any doubts, any questions, you can ask me within a 2 minutes, then we'll wind up. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. cd command and copy MV, right? And we have RM command, right? Those all stuff we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay, so sir, I have logged into Red Hat account, but asking activation, no issues. Ramawat, give me some time, right? I'll share the Google Drive link after completing the demos. Then you can download from that link. No need to bother about subscriptions in this also. Yeah, welcome, Mahindra. No, this is basic Linux now, man. So with the help of commands, what kind of projects we can able to do? Tell me. Maybe if it is admin, then we can do, right? So this is for to crack the interview, right? So who's looking for DevOps, AWS, and data science for them? Yeah, thank you, Ajit. I'm having that gift. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to get the gift. Okay, Ajit Kumar. I'm going to get the gift. Don't worry. Okay, I will download. So please go through first day session, then you can able to understand why Linux is more than like secure than Windows. Chinmay, please go through that first video or second video, I think, right? So there we discuss very clearly, because it's not a one word answer. So I have explained like more than 1 hour, right? So please go through that video, then you can able to understand. Got it, guys? Okay. So thank you. See you tomorrow. Guys, don't miss tomorrow. So we are going to, sir, in interview will ask, maybe may not be. So usually those basic stuff, so who's the author of Linux, like this questions, no one they will ask, right? Usually they are going to ask about few commands, then how to identify the files, then how we need to create the files, and then like this we are going to get. Okay, maybe few people they can. I understand. Okay, Ramavat, right? Don't worry, I'll share the link, and then after completing the demos, I'll share the link. You can download the required documents and as well as required softwares from that link. Okay. If you're unable to create the subscription, if you're unable to take the subscription, no need. In Google Classroom link itself only, management, they will share you. Don't worry. Okay. I said now basic Linux, it's not admin man. We are not going to cover any server and client concepts here. Apart from server and client concept, maximum I'm going to cover everything. Right, guys? Okay. So see you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.